Hey there, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an Android device for the best customer experience. So there are a couple of things that we can do to set up an Android device to work efficiently as a paperless release form system. Ideally, we would want to use a kiosk mode. If you're using any iOS devices, there are ways to do that there, but there's really no built-in way to essentially limit the functionality of an Android device to using only one app, which is ideal. What you want to do is you want to open the Tattoo Studio app, you want to open the Forms app, and just leave that open, and not have any other apps accessible to your customers. It's a little bit more professional and it's a cleaner experience rather than having your customers fiddling around with apps on the device on your counter. So there are a few things we can do. First thing we can do is go into settings and change the lock screen settings. So typically you would have a passcode or a swipe pattern to unlock the device, but in this situation you want to have a dedicated device that's just used for doing forms. You shouldn't have personal emails or any other sensitive information on the device. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the screen lock. Another thing that we want to take care of is the horrible default wallpapers that come with most of these devices. So if we go back into settings and we go to wallpaper, you can use a solid color like black, or if you have a cool shop logo, you can set your shop logo as the home screen and the lock screen. So I'll set it for both home and lock screen. There we go, set as wallpaper. And now that we've got that set, the screen looks a little bit more appropriate to a Tattoo Studio. Another thing we can do is get rid of all of these icons that are on the home screen. So we just remove them from home screen. They're still going to be available, obviously, if you swipe up or down there, but let's just remove from home. Let's even remove all of this stuff. Remove from home. And let's place this one. It's right about there. And there you go. This is a little bit better if a customer were to somehow get back to the home screen, which is pretty easy by just tapping around. So that might happen. If they do get back to the home screen, this is what they'll see, and it could be branded with your shop's logo. There you go. And if it falls asleep, all it requires is a swipe across the screen, and they're back in. And I believe if you have this in a locking stand, you can have a charging cable plugged into it, and you can probably prevent it from going to sleep altogether. And there you have it. That's how we like to set up our Android devices for Tattoo Studio. If you have any questions or need any assistance, feel free to email us, support@tatstudio.app. Thanks.